What's going on, world? DS1 Ross back once again. Shout out to y'all. Yes. How was y'all day? Hope it was very impactful. Hope it was very fulfilling. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all tuned in to Sheep Stay Sleep TV, man. And I'm back again with another show. Tonight, I'm going to get into Jemele Hill and the fact that she co-signed this dangerous rhetoric. Straight black men are the new white people of black people. Straight black men are the new white people of black people. Jemele Hill co-signed this. She actually posted it on her Twitter. And tonight I'm here to talk about this because, see, one thing I really have a problem with is that when our people get in a position where they can affect change on a certain level, they do the exact opposite. You see? And I notice that it's easy for our people to be adjusted. That's why I advise all of y'all, and whoever's listening to my show right now, I advise y'all, please go watch the movie The Adjustment Bureau. Please. Please, because I'm starting to see just how they shape and mold people's lives, man. This woman, Jemele Hill, comes out of nowhere after saying what she said about Trump. And the first thing she does, you know, the first thing this woman does after she received all the backlash, the first thing she do is cut the heads off of black men. What was the purpose of that, Jemele Hill? I don't understand. If you just wanted to say you were sorry, you could have just apologized for what you said. But why did you have to throw black men under the bus? Straight black men. I'm going to be exact. Straight black men. So now, straight black men is a threat to black people? Straight black men. Now, let's go into a little bit of history that we know about Jemele Hill. As y'all can see, Jemele Hill doesn't dress very sexy or girly. She dresses kind of boyish. Like you can tell by her demeanor that outside of her job, she probably always wears sweatsuits and sneakers. She looks kind of strange when she tries to dress sexy. You know, a lot of men who watch ESPN are not attracted to Jemele Hill. And as far as I know, Jemele Hill's a single black woman, a single straight black woman. So why would a single woman come after straight black men? See, we have to question that. Are you upset at black men? Why are you upset, Jemele Hill? Are you upset because none of the black men in your profession or the black men around you that are affluent, they don't like you? They don't try to date you? They don't try to court you? They don't even offer to take you out. Is that the issue, Jemele Hill? Because I noticed with her and the other dude on their show, you know, she take a lot of pop shots at him because they went to school together. They went to college together. And it's almost like she has a little attraction to him that he doesn't find her attractive. It's almost like you the homie. It's like that's how he treats her. And I think a lot of men, you know, see her in that light. They look at her as just a homie. You just a homie, you know? So, and right now, I'm not speaking like this is fact. I'm just speaking from my observation because I know for a fact affluent black men tries to get with Kerry Champion. I know that for a fact. I believe all the affluent men in her profession tries to get at Kerry Champion because Kerry Champion is sexy. She's attractive. She displays her femininity. She's not afraid to let her hair down. And she look good when she do it. Very good. But Jemele Hill it's like she gives you that tomboyish type of feel. And she's more like the homie. You go out with her, you watch the games with her and stuff like that. But I don't think a lot of men see her as a romantic prospect. And I think that's where, she may have a little hatred for black men because it's like she's around the type of black men that a lot of black women desire. A lot of black women desire affluent black men. And she's around a lot of them. She's around athletes. We're not even just talking about people that do what she do. She's around athletes all the time. Nobody tried to get at Jemele Hill. And like I said, as far as what we know, she's never had a public relationship. And I'm bringing this up because I'm trying to understand what is her reason for attacking straight black men? You know, what is the reason? What was her reason for attacking us? And she did it so conveniently, like it just rolled off her tongue. Just like she said what she said about Trump, how it just flew out her mouth. She quickly just posted that on her Twitter. So I'm trying to figure out, damn, Jemele, what happened? Because when she was getting all this backlash, black men stood up for her. And see, that's a very big misconception, about black men. But I'm gonna be specific. Straight black men. There's a misconception that straight black men don't protect black women. That's a misconception. You see, that's a very big misconception. We protect black women all the time, all the time. Most straight black men get killed in a lot of inner cities because they took up for their cousin who was getting beat on by her boyfriend. They took up for their homegirl friend who got into a fight, and then there was a shootout after that, and he just happened to get killed. So actually, that's common for straight black men to defend black women. But there's a very big misconception about that dealing with us in the world outside of this cyber thing and on this cyber thing and in the cyber world. There's a lot of female YouTubers who run around and trash black men and say we don't protect them and say we are not providers. These are all misnomers. This is all rhetoric. It's all rhetoric because it's not true. It's a stereotype that's put on us. And for Jemele Hill to be so educated, she just showed me that she's a damn fool. She's an educated fool. She is. And see, we have to understand something too. Just because somebody's intelligent, I mean, educated, don't make them intelligent. Because for her to say that dumb shit out her mouth, who's her father? Where's her father? Is he around? Has he been around in her life? Because I'm trying to figure out what would be her reason to attack straight black men. And how the hell could we be the white people of black people? So what she's saying is straight black men is a detriment to black people. This is what she's saying. So what she's actually doing is she's co-signing the white supremacist narrative that they push out about straight black men. That we're deadbeats, we're thugs, we're drug dealers. All of that is encompassed in what she said here. That straight black men are the white people of black people. You're saying that we're the enemies of our own people. So I'm trying to figure out why are you saying this? Why are you saying this? Is this another political move for you to keep your job? Because we saw Stephen A. Smith hop on the coon train after his job was in jeopardy because he pissed the wrong people off. See, y'all remember when Stephen A. Smith got up there and said that based on all of the evidence that Ray Rice wasn't wrong for knocking out his wife. Now, when he said that, oh, he was reprimanded. He was reprimanded. And then you know what he turned around and did? Jumped on the coon train and started throwing all black athletes under the bus. He started going in on them. And when I saw that, the first thing I said was, damn, is he doing this to keep his job? Is he doing this to get himself, back good and with these people? Because all he had to do was apologize and move on. That's all he had to do. And that's what Jemele Hill had to do. But why does she have to attack black men? You see? But then we like to act like there's not a hit list of black men, even on YouTube. Straight black men are under attack. We are under attack. You see? And see, whenever I talk about black men and how we're under attack and who's attacking us, YouTube is taking away my monetization. So it's proven that there's a whole onslaught against black men, straight black men. Why are we such a threat? Because she specifically says straight black men. So that means gay black men are not the white people to black people. So that means they're not threatened by gay black men. They don't see any threat. They don't see anything shaking and moving when a gay black man is around. But straight black men, oh, we're the biggest threat to our own people. And I don't get it. Why do black women in 2017 still think that attacking black men is going to somehow make their lives better? When, like, I don't get it. Why do y'all think that it's okay to attack us? Oh, is it because you understand the agenda that's proposed against us? But why would our own black women secretly hate us and secretly want us destroyed? You see, this is what this type of rhetoric produces. It produces, see, now that this woman done said what she said, now I can go outside tomorrow and get disrespected by any woman because I'm not shit according to them. And guess what I'm supposed to do? I'm not supposed to defend myself, because if I defend myself, now I am the exact image that they painted of me. Now I have fulfilled those shoes. So what it's actually doing is it's trying to make straight black men docile. We're going to be walking mats for everyone, not just black women, but for everyone. We're going to be the welcome mat at the door. You know, the mat you clean your feet off on and leave your dirty, muddy shoes on before you walk in your house. This is how they feel that straight black men should be treated. We're not worthy of respect. We're not worthy of honor. We're not worthy of anything but death. This is what this rhetoric produces. And then there's a whole YouTube society of black women that's running around trying to help these same people push this narrative that straight black men is the problem, because they can quickly get a gay black man to align with their movement. They don't find gay black men to be a threat, because in a lot of forms of fashion, a gay black man he's easily to conform. He's easily manipulated and adjusted, just like the black woman. But that straight black man, what are we going to do with him? That straight black man, what are we going to do with him? How are we going to get him adjusted? See, they haven't figured that out yet. You see? And see, you know why? You know, Jemele Hill didn't really come out and just apologize and move on. Because by her saying this, not only is she proving that she's sorry, but she's also proven that she will never be in alignment with straight black men again. So all the stuff she said about Kaepernick and how she stands behind him, she doesn't stand behind him anymore. See, it's all inclusive. This is why y'all can't just read the lines. Y'all got to read between the lines, family. By her saying what she said, that straight black men are the white people of black people, that includes Colin Kaepernick. You see? That includes Kaepernick. So you're no longer on Kaepernick's side. You don't agree with what he's done. You don't respect him. You look at him as the white people of black people. So basically, straight black men can be considered white supremacists. This is what she's saying. And there's too many of our black women out here cutting the throats of our people, mainly our black men. It's like they make it their duty to shit on us. They make it their duty. She could have just apologized and moved on, but she had to throw us under the bus. Why? Because I believe deep down inside, a lot of these women just hate black men. They hate us. And a lot of these women who have children with black men and still hate black men, they doing the same thing those slave masters done on those breeding farms. They just using black men to breed. Because how could you want to have a child, especially a son, and hate us and hate his father? And I'm gonna even take it a step further. As being a black woman, you got half of your DNA from your father, who's a black man, Jemele Hill. So what you saying is you hate part of yourself. And see, that's what these black women need to realize. You hate part of yourself. This is why these women who hate black men, who tries to hide hating black men, are hateful people. They're miserable. They're not happy in their life. They're not growing in life. They're not going anywhere very fast. You know why? Because they're neglecting a part of themselves. Remember, if you are a male, you are actually 60% female, 40% male. And for the females, it's the inverse. So what we doing is when we hating each other, when a black woman is hating black men, she's hating a part of herself. You're hating a part of yourself. This is why this is so detrimental. Because if you can't love the black man unconditionally, you cannot unconditionally love your damn son. And this is why you see all over social media these black women making their sons into their man. And then when shit go wrong in the house, they blame their sons and torture their sons. And a lot of black women are guilty of this. And see, if you a real black woman, you would understand what I'm talking about. Not a scorned black woman. Not a black woman who think that black men owe her something because her baby father left her. Or because that man used to beat on you. Or because that man used to cheat on you. Learn to let that stuff go. You're gonna put those things into your sons. Black women that y'all claim y'all love so much, that y'all call little kings and princes all on Facebook and Instagram. How the hell he a prince when you don't consider his father a king? Black woman, how you raising princes when ain't no king around? He's a princess, not a prince. In order to be a prince, there has to be a king. Where's the king? Huh? Oh, y'all don't want no kings, right? Y'all don't want kings, right? Because according to Jemele Hill and most of these women on YouTube and all over social media, they agree with this statement that straight black men are the white people of black people. Listen to that. Listen to that malarkey. Straight black men are the white people of black people? Do you hear this? And then Jemele Hill wonders why she don't have a man. And 9 times out of 10, she'll probably never have children because she don't like straight black men. You see? See, what we got to remember, family, is this. All your skin folk ain't your kinfolk. A lot of these black people running around here is not black in their mind and in their hearts. So guess what? Jemele Hill, I have just nominated you and put you into the Black Cracker Hall of Fame. You are a black cracker. You are what I like to call a black cracker. Why? Because You have the same complexion as me, but you have the mindset of your boss. Because I'm not even going to say the oppressor, because you don't believe that they are oppressors anymore. Jemele Hill, from what you're saying is the black man, the straight black man, is the new oppressor of the black community. Do y'all hear this? Black women, listen up. And I'm gonna tell y'all this because I'm a black man who's been hurt by black women numerous times, extremely hurt. But guess what? How can I hate black women and say I love my mother? I want to have a daughter one day. How can I properly love her if I don't learn to let that shit go and chalk it up to being a lesson in life? How am I going to properly love my daughter? I'm talking about properly, no fronting, free at heart. You see? And I think Jemele Hill wasn't nurtured by her dad. Just like a lot of these women on YouTube who went around with Christian Carazon and was co-signing this hit list. They haven't been properly nurtured by their dads. See, you don't never hear these women. See, I remember when I was young, I used to hear girls say, I want a boyfriend like my daddy. You don't hear women saying that no more because fathers ain't around. They're not around. And guess what? A lot of them are not around because they left, because they weren't shit. And a lot of them wasn't around no more because of their mothers. And these mothers won't sit down with their daughters and tell them the truth. You see? They don't want to tell their daughters, your daddy left because I was an ain't shit woman to him. I was a foul woman to your father. I cheated on your father and he left and started a new family. Hmm? When you black women gonna grow up and do that so we can grow and move on? Huh? Y'all always telling men, you need to be a man. God damn it, you need to be a woman and get over shit. Get over it. Get over it. God damn it, you was embarrassed. Get over it. You got your feelings hurt. Get over it. Because if I need to be a strong black man, you need to be a strong goddamn black woman. And being a strong black woman ain't being independent and by yourself and paying all your bills by yourself and then going to sleep at night by yourself. That ain't no strong black woman. That's a lonely ass black woman. And y'all black women need to stop talking that shit too. Because you buy your, I'm a strong black. No, you're lonely, god damn it. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Cut the bullshit, black women. Because it's getting real out here. Because look who y'all got running around sponsoring y'all. Women like Jemele Hill. Now, all you pro-blackers, all you pro-black women, y'all should never fuck with Jemele Hill again. If you a pro-black woman, y'all shouldn't even be fucking with Jemele Hill. Period. Period. You know why? Because she's a detriment to y'all lives. She is a scorned, burnt black woman. You see? She's so hurt that she done deemed the black men, straight black men, to be the enemy of his own people. Do you hear this shit? Come on, black women. And this is why the MGTOW movement exists, black women. You wonder why black men are pushing MGTOW? Because y'all going your own goddamn way. I don't agree with MGTOW. I'm not a MGTOW. I believe in resurrecting the black family. That's what I believe in. I don't believe that men should depart from being with women. That sounds borderline homosexual. But I understand why it exists. Because it gives men some, some feeling of having power. Because today in society, mainly straight black men, we feel powerless. Because we're beat down by the system and our women. Today, a black woman's motivation to her man, go get a job, baby. You see? This is what black men have to deal with. And you know what a lot of black men are doing? Especially a lot of young black men. They're saying, man, I don't have to deal with this shit. I'll just be a bachelor for the rest of my life. Because these black women don't love me. And you know what that creates? Genocide. Because then our seeds are not reproducing. Which steps into what the Adjustment Bureau plans is, which is population control. Because it's already a proven fact that black people have the most children. We have the most children. So if we make the straight black man the enemy of the black race, no black women will want to be with them. And then there's no procreation. See? And see, without family, families create communities. Communities create neighborhoods. And politics govern all of that. So everything starts from a family. This spooky Illuminati shit y'all like to talk about is all families. They're just families of people. But they're pushing us to not have family. Because without family, if you don't have family, you don't have wealth. Okay? Understand that, black woman. And you could go back into antiquity if you like that Kemetic shit. It was about a family. What do you think dynasties are? Families. So when are we going to get our dynasties together? Or how could we even get them together when you got black women like Jemele Hill? Huh? And all these other hateful black women on YouTube, hmm? Who sit around and write petitions to destroy black men's YouTube channels. When they understand that a lot of these black men, this is their job. This is how they're being entrepreneurs. They're using technology and taking advantage of it. So y'all know the majority of us are unemployed, but then y'all black women turn around and want to get our channel snatched too. So then when we don't have a job, we can't use our resources around us to make money. And then y'all say we not shit. But then y'all the ones who helped us become that. See? And then you know what you're doing to yourself, black woman? You're giving up your protection when you do that. You're giving it up. You're letting the wolves right in your house when you get rid of that straight black man. You're letting the wolves in. That's what you're doing. You see? See, one thing everybody knows about most straight black men, we're wolves. We're wolves. See? We're gorillas. You see that? They don't want us around them. They want to be the only wolves. See that? And they not even wolves. They hyenas. So they need everybody to attack one enemy. So based on this situation, we can stop saying now that the black woman is the number one person that is being attacked here. We can't say that no more. You know, everybody like to use, Malcolm O saying, uh-uh, it's the black man, the straight black man. And it's straight black women, especially on this YouTube shit. It's straight black women running around that's trying to hurt straight black men. It's them. It's them. Why do y'all hate us so much, black women? I want to know that. I'm going to open up the panel too in a minute. But I want to know this. Why is there such a secret hate for the black man? Because it is one. Secretly, deep down, y'all have a lot of hatred and anger towards us. And this is why I say we have to heal. We have to heal. You see? Because Jemele Hill, she has financial resources. But look at how she still think about the other part of her goddamn self. Look at how she still feel about herself. Look at how this woman still feels about herself after she's quote unquote successful in life. She followed the Adjustment Bureau's blueprint for her life. So now she's quote unquote successful. Why does successful black women hate black men? No matter how much goddamn success you got, you still hate yourself. Why? Why? And I'm putting that question out there because this is very prevalent between successful black women. Soon as they get a chance, they throw us under the goddamn bus. But they don't never want to tell the truth on why they really hate us. And a lot of them, I know that a lot of it comes from daddy issues. But I'm gonna let y'all women know something. Stop thinking it was always your father damn fault. Go and ask your mother what really happened. You a grown ass woman now. Go sit down and have a heart to heart with your mama and be real with her and ask her, Mom, what happened between you and dad? Why did he leave? Why did he want to leave? This is what we have to do, black women, so y'all can stop hating us. Huh? Go and ask your mama that. What happened, Mom? I'm a grown woman now. I've been through a lot of shitty relationships with men. I don't want to hate black men. I love black men. But it's just something in me that I can't control. I can't control his hatred and anger for them. Every time they do something wrong, I just want to tell them how much I hate them. And I know it's because daddy wasn't there for me. Why, Mom? What happened, Mom? And I want you to tell me the truth. When you women gonna grow up and do that? Huh? Or y'all afraid to do it? Because y'all afraid to hear your mama say, he left because of me, baby. I ran him away. I guarantee y'all, a very nice percentage of y'all will hear that. If your mama ain't a burnt soul, because a lot of y'all mamas are scorned, burnt women. A lot of y'all mamas is like that. And they taught y'all to be the same goddamn way. The same way. When he doing everything right, make him feel like you love him. Soon as he do something wrong or he do something you don't agree with, tell him how much he ain't shit. Because that's what you saw your mama doing to men. As long as he had money, he could take her out whenever she ready. He make love to her the way she like. She in love. Let him slip up and do something she don't like. First thing come out her mouth, nigga, you ain't shit. You ain't got shit. Where does that come from? Black women. Any one of you black women that's listening right now, if y'all still got that feeling inside of y'all, Y'all need to find out where it come from. And I'm gonna tell you where it came from. Because I've had that feeling inside of me about black women for a long time. And it came from not reconciling hurt with my mother, with my mama. I had to sit down and have that heart to heart with her. Shit, me and her both cried. And you know what she told me? I can't blame your dad no more, son. I broke up our family. It was both of us. And my dad told me the same thing. I don't just put it on your mother. There's some things I could have did that I didn't do. And the same thing go for her. See? My family was taken from me when I was 5 years old. See? My dad always remained in my life, but he left my home. That scarred me as a boy growing up. It scarred me because I didn't have my dad around to tame my anger, to not let me fly off on the deep end. So when women hurt me, I internalized it for so long. And then as I got older and I became a teenager and I started dating women and going out with them, I became very, very nasty. Very nasty. I used to do some foul shit to women. Foul shit. Because I didn't see the value in them. Because my mother didn't see the value in our family. And that's how I felt for years. But how can I be with this wonderful woman that I've been with for the past 7 years of my life if I didn't make up with my mama? All people are not here to hurt you, black woman. All men are not here to hurt you. All men are not here to take advantage of you. And you know, when I talk to my mom, I never thought about something. All these years, my mom felt a certain way about men because she lost her dad when she was young. Her dad died. You know, I don't know what it is to lose a parent. That changed my mother's whole perception. So that's why it was hard for her to learn how to raise me by herself. And then I'm just like my dad. When I say something, I mean what I say, and I stand on it. So from when I was growing up, me and my mom battled a lot because she used to think I was disrespecting her. When no, mom, I'm standing on what I'm saying. But she didn't know how to receive that masculine dominant energy because she ain't spent a lot of time with her dad. And when her dad was around, all my grandfather did was spoil her, buy everything. You see? I don't really feel that she really got to sit down and really feel him. You see that? That's what's missing out of Jemele Hill's life. That's what's missing out a lot of these black women lives. This is why when they hear a man who stands on what he say, you're abusive. You hit women. You're a monster. These is what these YouTube women be running around saying about guys like me. Oh, he's a monster. He hate black women. Oh, so you trying to label me now because I defend myself? But y'all the same women that say y'all don't like no weak man. What the hell is a weak man? A man that won't stand up for himself. That means even stand up to you, black woman. You ain't gonna just say anything to that man. And you should know, based on the type of man that you have, how you should be talking to him. If that man is a king, then you should talk to him like one. You feel me? Y'all should talk to him like a king. God damn it. And talking to a man like a king ain't talking to him like you're his servant. Understand that too, black woman. You ain't the servant of a black man. You are his partner. You are his comrade. Okay? You're not my servant. When I demand respect, it's not because I think I'm above you. It's because I am who I am. Okay? I'm not going to treat you like you're my daughter. Okay? Because you're not. So when I demand respect, I'm not being abusive. Okay? So I'm about to drop the link in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You know, good looking for coming through, of course. If you in the building, make sure you hit that like button. If you definitely like what your brother is speaking on tonight, you know, share the show. You know? But shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me see who in here, man. Shout out to my brother Boss, my brother JD, John Doe, JT, what's up, bro? My brother Rob, peace, good brother. See who else up in here. Bo9263, welcome to the platform, bro. Welcome to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. If you like what you're hearing, bro, make sure you hit the like. And if you want to hear anything future, make sure you hit the subscribe, man. Black Beauty, peace. Peace to you, sister. Who else up in here? Oh, Risa Sai, peace to you, sis. What's going on? T Duck, what it do, bro? So I see that's who's here. So shout out to y'all. You know, and if it's some more people watching, shout out to y'all too. You know. So Jemele Hill thinks that straight black men are the white people of black people. Wow. Another black man hater. What is that going to do for you, Jemele Hill, when you want to go on a date now? Because you know we're in the world of social media. So if you trying to date a cool black dude, he could go to your Twitter and see what you said about him. Because if he trying to date you, he's a straight man, obviously. At least I would hope. So now, what do you tell the straight black man you want to date with? You didn't mean that? You just said that shit to keep your job? What do you say, Jemele Hill? Huh? What do you say to the next black man you gonna give a chance to? Because you can't take that shit back. And you know plenty of people done screenshotted the shit. So even if you think, you know, you can take it back, oh, it's gonna be put in your face. See what you just did? You just cut your nose off to spite your face. And that's what you do when you go against yourself. Because if you're going against a black man, you're going against yourself. Because a straight black man brought your ass into this world. He was a very important part to your ass being brought to this realm. Okay? Jemele Hill, you're not an asexual being. Okay? So you just shot your own self in the head. But I know you don't care because you don't look at the black community as being shit anyway. This is why these type of women go off and say what they say. Because they don't love themselves and they don't love their people. She said all that shit about Kaepernick. She was super pro-black. Now look at you. Crawling on your knees like Stephen A. And I hope you don't think none of these other cultures of women respect you for what you did, because they don't. They don't. They're just gonna use you as a prop now. Whenever they got some negative shit to say about us, they'll say, oh, well, Jemele Hill feels the same way. So you black men can't say nothing to us. Your own women hate you. See? Controlled opposition. Please, y'all, please, please. It's not for me. It's for y'all. Please go and watch the movie The Adjustment Bureau, please. Control opposition. Kill two birds with one stone. Because while you helping them kill us, you already up for the slaughter. It'll be easy for them to get you because now you have no protection. So what you just did, Jemele Hill, you just cut your damn nose off to spite your face. That's all you did. And it's sad. And you need some healing, sister. You do. You do. You do. You need to grow up. Take your diaper off because it's full of shit and go put your panties on and be a woman. Because just like men have to deal with anything that come their way, y'all women do too. Stop thinking y'all goddamn exempt from shit. Because you're not. Okay? So I'm going to put the link in the chat, man. I've been talking for a little minute now. So I'm gonna put the link out there. I'm gonna see who wanna come on and render their voice. And listen, whoever come on, don't be too long-winded. Let other people talk. You know, I'm not trying to be rude or nothing like that, but let other people talk, man, because this is a subject where I know if a couple people get on, they're gonna want to build about it. So, keep it brief. You'll get your chance to speak again. Here's the link in the chat. The link is there. Whenever y'all click on it, I'm here. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all come through the door. Hit that like button. I see somebody's on. What's going on, bro?
I'm good. How you feel, brother?
I'm all right.
I'm just gonna say a few things personally of certain things you saying. I had to let you know, excellent bill. We definitely need that as brothers to stay strong, keep the brotherhood strong. Like I said, I've been through it personally, and a few brothers know about that. And we just want our voice to be heard. The truth. That's it. Not no filter, no nothing. Let our voices to be heard and the truth. And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Exactly. Exactly. The truth is always gonna be, is always gonna be put out there. But see, the problem is, bro, is the acceptance of truth. You have to accept it. You have to accept it as being true. And it's hard for a lot of us to accept the truth because when you accept the truth, now you're responsible for changing the falsehood. Now it's your job to change the narrative. And most people don't want to do that because they're comfortable living in the bullshit. So that's what I'm gonna say about that. Peace to you, good brother Rob. How you, King?
Man, peace, good brother DS1, man. How you doing tonight, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yes, sir, man. Been a long time, man. Feel like to me, but dealing with the topic, I just say that the sister and other people who agree with her point of view, um, it is an outgrowth of self hatred or just ambivalence towards learning your own story. Man, I apologize. I'm still congested, man. I'm fighting a cold. But so if I sound like, sound like a cartoon character, but uh, when you truly don't know your story, you can't know your glory. You know what I'm saying? When you don't understand that you need a black man, if you're a black woman and you need a black man in order to have a black family so that you can grow black powerful black communities and powerful black children. When you don't understand that, that's when you will get on a platform such as ESPN, which is broadcasted all over the world, right? uh, the power of her negative ideas or opinions towards black men. Um, of course, it's going to have some impact, you know what I'm saying, outside of our community and inside our community. Um, the propaganda, we are so what's the best word? We are so naive. We are so easily manipulated by propaganda that we see life through white people eyes. We can't look at life through our own African eyes. So yeah, we would see each other as the enemy, as this sister is saying, you know. And that being said, I just encourage everybody, once a month, once a week, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you got some free time, Go and find a powerful story about your ancestors. You ain't got to get on YouTube and tell everybody what you studied this week, right? But that's just for your own personal growth. Like, man, brother, you being uh 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 just exposing that conversation that you had with your mom, uh being vulnerable and telling people about that right there. That right there let me know that you're a humble man and you trying to improve yourself. Most people, most people are will justify their inappropriate behavior. Well, I'm like this, and I mean that's just how I is. No, no. And then this other fallacy, right? To each his own. To each his not own. You function within a society. And inside that society, your people, they need the most help. Why would you work against us? And so that being responsible with our words and with our actions when we on YouTube, when we in a chat room, when we in a grocery store, all of those things, all of it go together. All of it go together. And you can't separate one from the other. You know what I'm saying? Men from women. You know what I'm saying? I mean, man, if we don't have that, like you said earlier, man, it's genocide. So that's my opinion on the subject, good brother.
Oh yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Good looking on to both of y'all brothers for coming on and sharing your insight. But you know, I bring these things up, man, because my motto is we gotta heal before we build, but healing is a process. Healing is not overnight. Healing is not 6 months. Healing is not 5 years. You know, healing is a constant thing. We not talking about rehab. Like they show you Dr. Drew. You go to rehab. Then 8 months later they back to snorting dope. We not talking about that. We're not looking for a microwave fix. We need healing. We need to actually go through the process. This is why I'm so vulnerable in bringing these things out, because I want people to understand that it's real. I'm not telling y'all these things because I read it. I lived it. Okay? I know how I feel to have my feelings hurt by my girlfriend so bad that I just lay in the bed and cry. A lot of black women think they never could do that to a black man. A lot of these black women think that black men don't have feelings. This is a normal misnomer. And Brother Rob, you work in a school, so I know you hear that type of rhetoric from women. Oh, that nigga don't care anyway. How you know he don't care? So since you already got that made up in your mind, young lady, you gonna actually hurt him before he hurt you. Because you already coming in with the preconceived notion that he here to hurt you. See, what is this rhetoric doing for our children? We got to start this is why healing is important. You are an unfit parent if you hate that boy's father. You are an unfit mother. Do you hear that, black woman? You will, any one of y'all women, if y'all decide to have a child, if you hate that little girl's father, you ain't a good goddamn mother. Because you can't show him proper love. If you hate that little boy father, you ain't shit parent. Period. So get your burnt ass off the skillet and grow up. grow up? How would I be able to tell my sons that their responsibility is to love and respect and honor their mother if I don't? If I'm still running around sitting on a Bunsen burner in the lab class, my ass is all burnt up because I've been hurt by women. How can I be a proper dad? Huh? Because teaching manhood to your sons is teaching them how to deal with women. And how can I properly show a great example to my sons if I'm running around hating women? See, this is why this is important, Black woman. This is why you need to sit down with your mama and ask her what really happened to your daddy and why he really left. Because if a lot of y'all women did that, y'all realize that y'all mamas was the reason for y'all families breaking up. And a lot of y'all mamas gonna lie to y'all too, because a lot of them is burnt, like I said before. And they'll never admit that there was an unfit mother and that now you hate men because of her. They don't want to admit that. You know why? Because it hurts them. It hurts them. And a lot of people like to wallow in hurt and pain. They start thinking, well, this is my life and I just have to deal with it. When it's not. It's not, man. What's up, D-Rad? What's going on, OG?
See what it do.
I'm cooling,
So
bro.
I still don't understand what she mean by black people or the white people, black men, straight black men, or the white people of black people. I still don't get that shit. Somebody gonna have to explain that shit to me because I don't get it.
Well, I don't know if you heard it, bro, because you probably came in a little late, but my whole thing behind that was she's basically saying that we are the enemy to our community. Straight black men is the enemy to black people. Because remember, she just called Trump a white supremacist. So now she's kind of saying that we are the white supremacists to our people. We are the reason why our communities is damaged. That's what it sounds like to me.
Now the question is, how does she mean it? Because does she mean that uh, black people, all black people hate us like they hate white supremacists, or is she trying to say, are we the white supremacists? Because that's going to be one of them things of because we don't know the context of what she said it, why she said it, what she was thinking behind it. Now, she kind of put an open-ended statement out there that could be taken at least two ways that I can think of: the way you said it and the way I'm saying it. So I'm not going to really just jump the gun on that. Now, I decide the reason why I take my position because if you look at it from how everything has been structured and set up, straight black men are not in vogue. You see what I'm saying? White supremacists will give an effeminate nigga all kind of shit, but they're not gonna give a outright straight dude nothing. You see what I'm saying? Uh, they're trying to make gay people the head of black liberation struggle with the whole Black Lives Matter shit. So at this particular point, they want gay to be leading the causes for uplifting the people. They want gay to be the one in the forefront as far as economically. They want gay to be whatever the fuck, right? So, the sort of thing we got to say with that is, that's why I said we have to ask what context does she mean that in, because they're not giving straight niggas nothing. So I don't understand how we could be the bane of black people if we don't have shit. You see what I'm saying? So, but it's an interesting topic.
Um, yeah, I agree with that. But see, she didn't just make the statement. She used this statement because it was an article written about this. All she did on her Twitter was post the article and saying that she's in alignment with it. See, the article said what the title says, that straight black men are the new white people of black people. That was an article, and the article was written by um a white supremacist publication, The Root. So why, if you was pro Kaepernick, because she was pro Kaepernick. So if you're pro Kaepernick, then you're in favor for straight black men. So why would you turn around after saying you were sorry about calling Trump was a white supremacist? She had to see. I think this is more of her doing the Stephen A. shit, because when Stephen A. said what he said about what happened to that woman and Ray Rice, and him having it out with Michelle Beadle, his ass got reprimanded, and ever since then he been on the coon train.
But do
So
you know
I,
who But do you know who Michelle Beadle is?
yeah,
Michelle Beadle was old money.
right.
I forgot who she related to, but Michelle Beadle was old money. So he know what side his bread is butter. But I think Jemele Hill, I don't understand. I don't understand why if the article says what you saying, I don't understand what her point, because her dude is she got a straight black man. She got a boyfriend who black. So everything she said would make no sense. But I think
Exactly.
it's almost a ploy. Anytime a black person stand up for black folk, so black folks don't get behind them, they make them send out a coon statement. It's like almost it happens too often for it to be a coincidence.
Mm. So you saying like they made her do that as a way to basically neutralize what she said and to actually get people to stand behind it. Almost like what they doing with this kneeling and, locking arms thing. Because it's almost like neutralizing Kaepernick's energy and the energy he was putting out in the atmosphere. It's like, so it's sort of like a neutralized method. Is that what you're saying, bro?
Exactly. Because that's why you think you got Ray Lewis, who's against the whole kneeling thing. Now he's for it.
Mm-hmm.
So what Trump did was, it seemed like they're playing mental chess. They're making. You got to realize they want to make this country to be more like the Soviet Union. They want this country to be more socialistic. So even when they seem to be a right wing this or right wing that, you got to remember our education department got merged with the National Academy of Sciences of Russia when it was the USSR in the 90s under Reagan. You gotta understand the Hegelian dialectic of synthesis, antithesis, synthesis. So Obama is one opposite. Now you get Trump, who's the polar opposite. What do you get? If Trump goes so far to the right, it would make people that aren't quote unquote racist that are on the right go more to the middle, because Obama was so far to the left, he would make leftists go the not that far leftists come to the middle. And guess what you have? You have a synthesis of the two. That's all I see. I don't feed into this Trump shit because I understand the Hegelian dialectic. Once you understand Hegelian dialectic, you see what they're pulling. Look at China. China's not a democracy. China's not a communist state. Or it's not a republic. It is not a communist state. It's somewhere in the fucking middle. This is where they're trying to get America, somewhere in the middle. So when you understand the game plan, you can kind of see where they're trying to take it. So I see where they're trying to take it. They're taking polar opposites to slowly get the people to submit to whatever agenda they have. Because if you think Trump is going to be the new Hitler, what are you going to do? You're going to resist, right? If you think Obama is going to be the next Mussolini or the next Stalin, what are you going to do? You're going to resist, right? And that's what they're using on the people to get the people to do what they want to do. And they're using these people of influence. They'll let somebody like Jemele Hill say some ignorant shit just to see how much influence she got, right? And if they see, okay, she got a little influence, she got a little pull. Well, guess what they'll do? Now they use her pull to their advantage. What would you do? You got to think war strategy. What would you do? See, we always talk about we're at war, but we don't study war. What would you do if you got somebody that you can get them to do what you want them to do because you pay you sign a check? Well, how would you play it? Once I see the influence, I would use the influence for my advantage every time.
Good point. Good point, bro. That's a good point. And see, I noticed that too. You know that even that's all political. That's the whole political scene. With them, playing both sides or funding both sides. You know, so that's interesting. That's very very interesting. And I that's why I brought up the whole thing with the kneeling stuff because I noticed how Ray Lewis is on board with it now, and I noticed that now what they're doing is they're pushing this unity thing in the NFL where we're all together. That's to stop people from rebelling. Damn, makes sense, bro. Any of y'all want to touch on that?
I mean, I completely agree with the point. Um, I was earlier speaking about it from a social point of view, which obviously bleeds over into economics. Um, but if you're looking at it from a grandized political point of view, what I'm saying, with D Red dead on point. Um, and this shift, it's been going on since the 70s. It's just been gradual, and we almost there. We at the tipping point, as they say, the precipice, and so at this point in time, it would just be, wise of everybody to just become a little more politically savvy, and like I said, not be so easily manipulated by what you see and what you hear. Um, um, it's also, you can see the deficit, a real agenda because, if we looking at it from a war point of view, right, our enemy is weak. And because we don't have a true agenda and people who are willing to play certain roles to go ahead and really take advantage, you know, this is where we are. You know, if you don't work at it, it's not just gonna happen. You know, so I mean, D Red is exactly right. But a lot of people just not even politically savvy enough to understand the point. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, you know.
What about you, JT? You want to touch on what D-Red said?
Yeah, D-Red is exactly on point. But I see this as coming. I really did for months ago. People got to understand part of this political machine in the USA. When somebody start tapping these billionaire pockets, when you start losing money and losing other factors, you know they're gonna come. And then what they doing right now, and we have to understand too, they they are neutralizing the message what cabinet is talking about over a year and a half ago. And by us, especially as black men, we not being political savvy of what's going on and read between the lines. I ask a question of this, that how long this going to last? Because we know it's not going to last that long. And what it's going to be is going to be the good old white boys club back at it again. And what's going to lead the players? That is 70% playing in, I said NFL, I said the Shield. What's going to lead them? Now they're going to be strapping and they're not going to be conscious. And then they're going to be had. But I hope that we jump on board to be political savvy. And I hope that now, when y'all like what the pussy grabbing Trump said. My point is this is my point now. Now you know what Kaepernick is talking about, that you've been supposed to know. Now you're gonna fight for Cap now? You got a year and a half. And that's my thing. That's why I made my stance. I'm not going to watch the NFL until Kaepernick is on the NFL roster. But some of us, we still watch the games. We still want to participate. So that means whatever Kaepernick did, we don't give a damn. And only he just saying he fought against police brutality, shot unarmed black men and black women. And this has been happening for a very long time. And then they talking about the flag. It's not talking about the flag. And that's another sound bite they want to throw at us. And that's what I'm gonna say about thank you.
Facts. And see, I think we should have really took a stance when Donald Sterling from the Clippers came out and was exposed for the things that he said about the black players who play for him. That should have showed us right there what it was really all about. You know, like he said, I'm the reason why these dudes live in mansions. I'm the reason why they drive $100,000 cars and can feed their family. It's because of me. You see? And nobody really took a stance when that came out. Nobody took a stance. So I noticed, what D Red was saying is real, because it's like when that was exposed, it was almost like people were in shock, but nobody decided to do nothing, you know? And I think that's why maybe a lot of people are standing behind Cap too, because it's like, damn, This is like a repeat of what happened before, but this is why I said watch the Adjustment Bureau. They're gonna teach you how to adjust, and they've done it already. They've already done it. So, any of y'all brothers got anything else to say?
Well, well, I would just say that I would tell y'all guys to study geopolitics. Go get the book, The Grand Chessboard by Zbigniew Brzezinski. Go get Tragedy and Hope by Carol Quigley. I would tell you to go get I can't think of the name of the other book. Confessions of the Economic Hitman. You go read those books. It'll help you understand how the world really works behind the scenes and how the game is played. And once you understand how the game is played, you don't get to. I don't. Once you hear Carol Quigley say they're basically, you know what I'm saying, that they do the whole two-party system thing, and that's only for basically dummies. That's basically what he said. And so, once you read that, you understand. Okay, now this is a game. So this shit is not real. So when you understand that, and then you cross-reference that with the memoirs of David Rockefeller, where he talks about the people say that I'm a part of a conspiracy for world government. He said that I am, and I'm proud of it. So when you understand what these people's goal is, their goal is to wear you down. They thinking they thinking 100 years ahead of time. They're not thinking right now. You got to study the Fabian Society. You know what I'm saying? Where they had, because you had different types of revolutions. You had a Bolshevik revolution, a revolution by force. Then you had a Fabian revolution, where the symbol of the Fabian Society is the turtle, and they wear you down over time. That's what when you go back to revolution would not be televised. That's what he was trying to explain to folks. It ain't gonna be no bloody revolution. It's gonna be a revolution of your mind, and they're gonna slowly wear you down, slowly wear you down, slowly wear you down. They're gonna wear you down, and then by the time you know, before you know it, guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna be wearing your children down, wearing them down, wearing them down, wearing them down. You see what I'm saying? Before you know it, your kids, your grandkids are gonna be even more fucked up than you and your kid. You see what I'm saying? Then your great grandkid be even more fucked up than them. That's how they work. They're not thinking right now. They plans is for 100 years from now. You see what I'm saying? Because look at how staunch the people were when it came to civil liberties in the early beginning of the 20th century. Now look where we at, to where they can tap your phone without a warrant. Baby calling, so I'm gonna hit y'all back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, what the brother is saying is, and I agree with him wholeheartedly. I am familiar with all of those works that he just mentioned. And just for the family, for people who interested in reading, it's a book. It's called Tribes, and it's by Joel Kotkin, Kotkins. Um, um, and he talks about how tribalism plays out on a global scale and a political scale. Anybody that study history, you don't need to read 15 books to understand this. The two-party system has never been a friend to black people. All you have to do is just study history and understand the political meaning of it. And it'll become very clear to you that the two-party system has never been a friend to black people. If you really think about it, just to throw it out there, Republicans are the ones who were fighting. They were called the radical Republicans, and they was the ones who was fighting to end slavery. Lincoln was a Republican. You see that? And now we Democrat. You know. And if you was to ask somebody why they Democrat, they really couldn't tell you. My mama was a Democrat. You know what I mean? So that's what I meant by we need to become more politically savvy and understand the dynamics of politics. Uh, Politics is the business of spending your tax money. You know, and that is a reality. And all you have to do really is just get the faucet to flow towards your people and for your best interest. But of course, that's going to take some organization. And of course, we're not going to get organized if we don't love one another. And if not love one another, at least be sympathetic or empathetic towards one another. Put away our differences so that we can create some type of synergy. But that's for another time, brother. I appreciate the time, man, and love always getting on the platform.
Always, always, big bro. It's always a pleasure to have you, man. And any of y'all got any closing thoughts? Any closing remarks? Cause I'm getting ready to shut down.
Okay, I'm just gonna say one quick thing. Us as brothers, we gotta become better constructive thinkers of every aspect of what's going on in this world, especially dealing with our families and in the relationship with the black woman. Never be afraid to tell the truth. Never be afraid to stay on your own merits and consciousness. Always remember it's not about you, it's about the kids, about our children. Even though if you don't have no kids, you have an obligation to pass it on and to build up the brotherhood. So let's realize, become better constructive thinkers and act on it. And always a pleasure, my brother DS1. Thank you so much.
No doubt, y'all. Thanks for coming through, everybody. I want to thank everybody who came to the panel. My brother Rob, my brother JT, my brother D Red. Always a pleasure building with the brothers, man. I'm glad y'all came through. Show some love to the show. You know, um, Shout out to everybody in the chat. I want to thank y'all for coming through tonight. I want to thank the newcomer for coming through tonight. Thanks for coming through and visiting the platform. Um, if you haven't, make sure you subscribe. Anybody in the chat right now, anybody just coming through, please hit that like button for me. It's very much appreciated. If y'all like what y'all heard tonight, subscribe or just wait for this thing to load up. You can hit a playback, you know, and stay in tune, man. Stay in tune with Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I will be back tomorrow with another show. And Sheep Stay Sleep, man. Wise ones awoke. And yeah, y'all be safe tomorrow. Hope y'all have a productive day. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm your host, DS1 Ross. I represent DS1 Alliance. This is Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out, family.